Hello guys, welcome to Creative Art Academy. In this video, we'll be exploring app called Canva. Now for our graphic design, we'll be using that app called Canva. So we'll be exploring the tools. So this is more like introduction to Canva, the things we can be able to use Canva to do. For the designs, how we can explore the tools, the function of each tool in Canva. So let's start immediately. So this is what Canva looks like. If you don't have it, please go to your Play Store or Apple Store to download it. So let's start. Tap open my own Canva and just pay attention so you can get free value from this video. So this is what it looks like when you open Canva. This is what it looks like. Here you can see your recent designs. As you can see, your recent designs. You can see some of my recent designs, and here you can see resume. You can use Canva to design resumes. You can use to design Zoom virtual background. So you can use Canva for so many things. You can use Canva for mockups. You can use for videos, for YouTube thumbnails, to design YouTube thumbnails. Interestingly, I use Canva to design my YouTube thumbnails, for presentation, Instagram posts, posters, your stories, documents. So this can you can also use for logos. You have to design your logos. As you can see, their logos. So Canva can be used for so many things. For so many things. This Canva offers you templates. Templates are already made designs which you can choose and edit. Like personalize it. So this Canva offers you templates, and you can also use this Canva to design from scratch. Maybe you don't want to use templates, you can use Canva to design from scratch. So you can see here we have templates, you can see here project, you can see here pro. Let's start with exploring the tools first. Design tools. So come here, click on plus here. We want to create a design from scratch. When you click on that plus, you come here and click on custom size. So custom size, and you choose the size of our design. Let's say you want a design that is 2000 pixels by 2000. So once you input the width and height, click on create new design. So Canva will bring us to our workspace. This is our workspace. This is our workspace, and below here are tools we will be using for designing in Canva. Now, we will not be making any particular design. This video is primarily to explore these tools and see how they work, see how we can apply them in design. So that is the primary function of this tool. First of all, this is our background. We call this our background or workspace. Now let's check for this first tool, which is design. Now this design, you can use it to design the background. Okay, let's say we need something like a birthday design. Click on search, and what it will do, to bring out different templates for birthday design. So let's say I want to input this template. I'll click on it and I'll click on apply to page. So here we have this. So it has it's just like inputting a template here. You put the template here, but we say you are not working with templates. Now that is the function of that design. Now let's look at elements. This element, should I say, if I'm to look for another word or another sentence to describe this element, I'll just say like it's library. It's Canvas library. It's the store where you can get anything you want for your design from Canva. Let's say you need shapes. Come here, click on see all. you will see different kind of shapes you can use for your design. Now let's go back. Apart from shapes, what else? You need logos. Let's say you need frame, like frame for maybe a picture, whatever. See different frames. So this first frame here, let's explore this first frame here. This first frame here, these ones that look like cloud, they can be used to input pictures. Okay, let's say I have this frame now and I want to input a picture in it. So come here, click on gallery. So this is my gallery. I'll just select any picture. Let me select this one and I'll click on add to page. So here I have the picture that I selected. So this picture now that is there, I can apply it to this frame. Just what? So I'll just drag it and bring it to this frame, and it has entered the frame. So that is the function of that kind of frame. So if maybe it was a circle frame, this picture will enter into will change to a circle format. So that is the function of that kind of frame. Now let's look at the other frames that we have there. Apart from these ones, let's see maybe these other graphic frames or these photo frames. Let's look for one frame. So let's say this one. Now this kind of frame, it's just like this one works like, how should I put it? It's you can use it for like as a frame. Not you cannot use this now to impose picture like we will just use for this, but you use this one now as maybe a frame for this picture. So maybe for me to be able to put this as a frame here, if you look closely, you can see that if I'm bringing this thing close, it is replacing the initial picture I put there. So what I just have to do is to click on these three dots here and lock it. Now if I lock this, I won't be able to edit it. So if I bring this frame here, you can see that stuff is no longer happening. It's not trying to replace it again because that design has already been locked, or that element has been locked. Now let me fit in this frame, like make this to look more presentable. So I'll just bring this here and try to fit it in. Okay, let's rotate it. Now to rotate this, you can see this stuff that is there. You can see this stuff. So you just need to rotate this frame. So I'll rotate it. I want it to be like this. So I'll bring it here. And try to size it. Now this frame is actually bigger than this image, but for if you are doing a design, okay, watch this concept I will be using now. Let me keep this frame here first. Click on this, and to unlock it, click on this padlock sign here to unlock it. So let me unlock it. I've unlocked it. Now let me bring this down. I want to show you guys a concept. Now let me lock it again. I've locked it. So let me bring back this frame here. Now watch this concept. So you can see how this thing looks like now. It looks like the picture is actually in a frame, like it looks more real now. So this is the concept behind this full frame stuff. Now let's explore another element. Remember, we are not doing any design, you're only exploring the features of this Canva. So let's explore other elements. So the question is, these stuff here, are these the only things available in Canva? Not really. Whatever you want, click on this search element and search for whatever you want. So let's say I'm looking for TikTok logo. Should I say TikTok logo? Okay, I'm looking for a logo. Maybe logo. Let's say TikTok logo. Okay, let me use YouTube. Whichever way. Let me just use one. TikTok logo. So click on search, and you can see it has provided the TikTok logo. So this Canva is, it has a store where you can get all your elements. It even brought out YouTube logo. You can see Pinterest. So you can see different stuff here. So the thing is, whichever thing you want, whichever thing you need for your design, come to this element and search for it. That's if you know what you want, because some people, they don't know what they want, to start searching. So if you know what you want, search for it. Canva will provide it for you. So let me just choose anyone here. Let me choose this, and let me just keep it somewhere here. So okay, let me show you guys how I'm going to reduce the size of this stuff. Look at this edge here, this circle edge here. So hold it, you can use to drag it, reduce or increase it. Then if I want to maybe cut this thing to remove some parts, you can see this stuff here. So hold it, and you are reducing it, you can increase this back. So let me go back to, now I want this to go back to how it was initially. You can see undo here, this arrow facing back means undo. So click on undo, yeah. So redo. Now let me look for where to place it. Let me just keep this here. Okay, so we have that. Now next thing is we've explored this element. Remember, I said anything you want, just search for it in this element. If you want to remove this TikTok logo, just click on this small sign here. So click on it, and you'll be able to search for another element of your choice. Okay, let's say maybe you need frame, this kind of frame where I can place pictures, but you need this kind of frame where I can place pictures, but you need to be maybe later format. So you can see, come to this frame side. We don't want to search, can come to this frame side, and click on see all. So you can see frame of different shapes. Now let's see, maybe I want to spell my name. You can see alphabets here. You can see different alphabets. So let's say we want to spell something like creative arts here. So C, this is C. Click on C. And see our C here. So let me reduce it. First of all, let me reduce one so I'll be able to. Or let me just bring this here. Keep this here. So come back to element. So let's look for R. So look at our R here. Also reduce the size. Come back to element. Let's look for E. This is our E here. We reduce the size. Come back to element. Look at our E here, and we reduce the size. Now come back to elements and we look for T. This is T here. We reduce the size. Come back to elements. Let's look for I. Let's look for I. This is our I here. We reduce the size. Let's look for V because we are spelling creative as so V. I hope this can enter. If it can enter, you can reduce the size. So here we have our V. So let's reduce the size so they can enter. Because we still have like 3 letters to buy here. So let's reduce the size of this R. Reduce the size of this C. So let's push this a little bit. Let's push this a little bit forward. Reduce the size of this too. Push it a little bit backward. Reduce the size of this. Push it a little bit backward. So you see, Canva helps you to align most of these things. It gives you the perfect measurement, in alignment. You can see those lines that are coming out. They are showing you the perfect or the correct alignment. You can see these red lines and the numbers you are seeing. Yeah, that's how Canva works. That's why I prefer using it for my designs. Bring back our V. So I'm not just doing a smooth, I'm just trying to rush this. Now recall if you don't want to go back to elements, you've already maybe brought out something you need, like this A now. I want to just copy it and put it here since you are spelling creative as. So look at this stuff here, duplicate. So you can just duplicate it and you use this plus arrow here to drag it out. So you drag it and you place it here. So we have our A there. So let's place it well. So let's go for S and T. Okay, we have T here, so just go for S and come here and duplicate this T. So this is our S. So let's reduce the size. And we place it here. Let's reduce the size. I need to adjust this A so that there can be enough space. So place it here. And we come to T, we duplicate and we bring it here. Now the reason I'm doing this is to show you guys how we can apply. These are all frames. They are all frames you can apply an image to. So we'll see how we can apply an image to these frames. So let's go to our gallery. Let's say I want to apply this image. So I have this. I want to apply it. So I'll reduce the size because I reduce the size of the frames. Then applies to maybe let's apply to C first of all, or any of them. So reduce the size so that it can enter. So I can grab it first. So let's look for the one that will grab it first. Let's reduce the size again. Let's see which one will grab it first. Okay, before doing that, let me show you guys something before applying this as a frame. So this image, you can see that it has a background. It has a background. This has a background. So do you know we can remove the background here from Canva here? So all you have to do is click on it and click on this BG remover. This is only available for those that are using Pro. If you are not using Pro, you won't be able to remove the background. So click on background remover. I'll be showing you guys two things you can do to this image. So Canva will automatically detect the background and remove it for you. So you don't need to use any external background remover. But if you are using the free version, you will need to use an external background remover. So Canva has removed the background, and this is what we have. So look at this image very well. There is something else I want to show you guys. So let's undo that. I want to show you guys something. I want to bring back the background. So you can see this is written below winners. Now with Canva, we can be able to erase this winner, and it should just be the image and the background. Now what you have to do is to click on it, come to this magic studio. You can see this magic studio here. Click on it, then click on magic eraser. So use this magic eraser, and we have this image here. So bring this image up. I'm trying to raise it up so that I can see the part I want to claim, but quite down, because this is smartphone, we can't really get that. So this is your brush size. Okay, let's say maybe we'll be erasing this stuff here. You can see this stuff here. So this is our brush size. Yeah, so let's erase. So come here, erase this, erase this. So we just erase that particular thing you don't want to be there again, and click on erase. So automatically Canva will erase it for you. So let's watch. You can see that this stuff is no longer there, and nobody will know that you actually erased that. So these are some of the features of Canva. Now let's go back to applying this image into these frames. So you can see that the image has entered this frame. So you can just copy the image and apply it to all these frames. So that's for frames. Now let's explore something else. We've looked at elements. I think we've looked at elements. Let's not waste our time on elements. Okay, let's look at mockups. Though I wanted to treat that separately. Let's look at mockup. Okay, let's leave that first. Let's leave that one first. I'll treat that one separately. So let's look at other tools. Now we can see our test here. This test is being divided into three. If you look at this very well, you can see heading, subheading, and body test. Now this heading, click on heading to apply the test and type whatever you want. So let's see. Okay, we've written creative arts. Let's just type academy. So that's how we apply tests in Canva. Now there are different things I can actually do to this test. First of all, you can see font here. So what if you want to edit text, just click on the text. Then you can see font, you can see text style. So let's start with font. This edit means maybe to correct something with text. So font. So Canva provides a lot of fonts you can use for your design. So first of all, you can see the selected one is Canva Sans. Now let's change it to let's change it to another font. Let's look at impact. You can see it has changed. So there are different fonts here you can use. Let's look at Archivo Black. You can see it has also changed. So let's just work with this Archivo Black. Next thing is color. Okay, next thing is text style. Text style is see that heading. Okay, let me just show you guys. You see that heading, subheading and body text. So that is for text style. So next thing is font size. I can increase this font size apart from using this one, using this stuff here. If it has reached its maximum here, to increase it, I will just have to hold it here and increase it. This stuff, I can also decrease the length. That enable me increase the font size very well. So I will increase it whichever way I want. So you can try to drag and able to increase your font size. Now, apart from font size, what is next? We have color. You can see different colors here you can apply. And if you are not comfortable with these colors, you can just click on this arrow. Click on this arrow to see more colors first of all. So these are colors you can use. These ones now. This is first set of colors. You can see photo colors. So these are colors that are available in this design I've done now. So these are colors available here. Then default colors, they are solid colors you can use. So do first of all bring out the colors that are available in this our design. So let's say we want to use this color that came from the frame. See that very well. Now you can also pick your colors. Look at this one here that has plus. So click on it. Then look at this pencil here. Click on it. Then use this stuff here to pick any color you want. Once you place it there, you can see this small box inside. It is the color picker. So click on done, and it will change to that color you picked. So that is for color. So you can see how it looks like. So apart from color, we have format. Format is, do you want it bold? You can see bold, italicized, I can try to underline it. And do you want it to be in this format? This one. Do you also want it to be bullet, like this, as if you are jotting down something? So we don't want any of that. Then apart from format, we have spacing. I can increase the space of these letters by dragging this stuff. You can see that the spacing has increased. Spacing between the letters has increased. Now, if it maybe a sentence or words that occupy two lines, I can increase the space within between the lines. Can increase space between the lines. So that is for spacing. Next thing we have advanced. This advanced is, I can sometimes you see some text written and they'll put like a little TM on top, like trademark on top. So this helps you. This one now is in this kind of text position. So if I want to apply that kind of text position, maybe that TM on top, I will now use this one. So you can see it has even gone up. So let's bring back this. And okay, they call it superscript and subscript. Superscript and subscript. So this is what this advanced formatting means. Then we have typography. This is not really important like that. Next thing we have effect. So you can see this stuff is looking so plain. You can try to add shadow. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. Let me move this highlight. You can see that this text now, look closely, it has shadow. If maybe the shadow it has is not enough for you, you want to have plenty shadow, like the shadow to be very noticeable, click on it, click on this shadow, and you can see different ways to see the offset. So you can see direction, if it wants to be at the left hand side or at the right hand side, direction of the shadow. Then you can also see the blur. If you want to blur the shadow, you can see transparency. You want the shadow to be transparent. So let's see the other ones. You can see lift. Same thing you can do for the shadow. You can also adjust this for this. You just click on it again. You have to adjust it. You can see hulu. You can see splice. You can see this one, outline. You can see echo. You can see any of them. So the thing is, if you don't want anyone, you can click on the none. And they will not choose anyone. So next thing is shape. Maybe I don't want this academy to be straight, I want it to be curved. So I'll just click on curve and it will be curved. Now, how do I want the curve? Is this curve okay? So let me show you guys how you can I can try to say okay, this curve is not okay. I want it to be very like curve to be more. You can see the curve. Now, if it's still not okay, I can click on this plus here. To increase and use this minus to decrease. So if I say no, I don't want it like that, I just need to be a little bit curved. So I just adjust it a little. So I want it to be curved like this. So let's reduce it. Let's use 70 or 80. We have our 80. So highlight it and let me just place it something like this. Like this, something I want like this. So let's try to this scale because it's not looking equal. So I'll bring it here. And can try to increase the size you want. So I'm not naming this, I'm just showing you guys different how to use this stuff. If it's still not okay, you can also rotate it again. So you adjust it. So let's just go with it. Now you can zoom in your design. How? You can try to pinch this stuff. Maybe if you're trying to align something is not working out, to pinch it. As you pinch it and zoom in, it will enable you to align whatever you want to align very well, unlike when it is zoomed out. So let's continue to finish the tools for editing tests. We look at first animate is maybe when you are doing some of the video kind of stuff, so we don't need it. Transparency, animate is for videos. So transparency, you can reduce the transparency of this test. You can see it's fading out and you can increase it. Same thing for your images. Then this layer is to maybe you are trying to highlight something, you are not able to highlight it, so you can just come to the layer and choose any of them and to highlight and you can work on it. So that is the function of the layer. So what else? position, this position is if you want it to be at the back. Let me drag this stuff down. You can see it's at the front now of this stuff, of this frame. So I can send it to the back. Click on backward, click on backward again until it gets to the back. So I'll click on backward again, and you can see it's now at the back. It's not at the back of the frame. So let me bring it up. So that's how you usually see. Sometimes you see an element on top of another element. So let's keep on editing, exploring the tools. We've looked at position. Okay, we are done with the tools for test, editing test. Now you can decide to apply maybe like the hatch to this academy. That you can get that from element. Just go to element, search for hatch, test hatch, and you can apply it to this academy. So we are no longer looking at elements, we are done with elements. Gallery, just to click on it and maybe access your gallery and choose any photo you want to import to your Canva. Brand, then upload will show you things you've uploaded to your Canva before, the images you've uploaded to your Canva. I can see this image we just worked on, this one, so we just uploaded. So the upload helps you keep track of things you've uploaded before. Then we have tools, projects are maybe things, designs you've done. So these are the primary tools in Canva we can use for editing, we can use for designing from scratch. Even if it's template, you can use these tools to make some adjustments in the template you are working on. So if you are done with your design and you want to save, just come here. You can see this arrow down here, click on it. You can save this as an image. There are two ways of saving. I'll show you guys. To show you save as image and to save directly. To save directly. And if you go to your gallery, you will find this design in your gallery. Now, apart from this, I'll show you guys another way you can save. So the second way of saving this design, you can see this arrow up here. Click on it. Then you click on download. So when you click on download, you can now click on this download. You see this download here, you can click on it and it will also download. So that is another way to save your designs. Now we are done with exploring these tools here. Let's go and see templates. So click on this three arrow. You want to go home, you don't want to exit the app and open, just click on it and click on home. So we are here. Now let's try to edit something. Let me show you guys how to edit using templates. So let's say I want to edit YouTube thumbnail. Let me see if they have this YouTube thumbnail. Introduction to Canva. Introduction to Canva. Thumbnail. Click on search. And you can see different thumbnail or templates that they have concerning that introduction stuff, but it's not exactly, it does not give exactly what we want. It's not giving exactly what we want. So let's search for something else. Let's see a corporate flyer. Okay, you can see can see different corporate flyers. You can see, so you can just choose anyone here and edit. Let's look for anyone that has logo. Let's look at this one. So this is a template. This is a full template. I think this seems like slide. Yeah, this is slide presentation. And so you can use Canva for slideshow. So if there is something I don't want here, I can edit it, can remove anything, I can add anything. Okay, if I want to remove this corporate, I'll just click on the corporate and I will delete it. So I'll just delete it if I don't want it. If I can also decide to edit it. The only thing I'll be editing here is this logo. Maybe I don't want this logo. So if you're trying to click on anything and it's not working, you can just go to that layers and pick any one you want. So I don't want this logo, I'll delete it. And this name too, I'll delete it. Okay, I'll bring it back. Let me bring it back. I can decide to delete it or just edit it to my own name. So let's say I want to put it to my own name. Put edit and I'll put creative as. Then this second one, get the second one, not the second one, then edit academy. So it's not a must that will actually work with your font. You can start to change your own font. Now let me put my own logo there. So I'll come to, I think I've uploaded that before. So I'll check my uploads. Here is my logo. Now for logos that carry your name already, sometimes it's not necessary really writing out the name again, since it already has a typography of your brand name. If you notice the color of this logo, it is blue and this is a blue background, so putting a blue logo on a blue background will not make sense. So you just have to look for an alternative. The alternative there is come to your element and the shape of our logo is actually circle. So look for circle. This is a circle. Click on it and you can see our circle here. So what will I be doing with this circle? I will be changing this circle's color to white so that I can place my logo on it. That is the function of this circle. So then put it in a place where I can select it. Now let me change the color. Let's look for white. This is our white and we change the color. So I'll bring it, reduce the size a little and I'll place it here. So like I said, if you're not aligning, we're zooming. So we are still exploring the tools. Remember, we are not doing design, we are still exploring tools. But we can see how we can apply these tools. That's what we are doing now. How we can apply these tools. Zoom in and click on this logo, bring it down. Now we place it here. So you can see it's entering the back. So what you have to do is to go to that position I talked about earlier. Position, bring forward. So you can see it's now in the front. And I'll place it. So there we have our logo. And you can save this work. Now this is for this. I'm not actually working on anything like this, so I'm not saving such. Now let's go back, click on these three lines. So I'll go home, and let's see the last thing we'll be looking at. Let's look at mockup. Now some people might be asking, what is mockup? Mockup is just if maybe you have a certain design want to place on the clothes, Now this mockup helps you get the realistic or get a picture of how it will look like when you actually do that. This mockup gives a visual representation of how it will look like in reality. So let's say we need a clothes mockup. So you can see different clothes here. So let's just choose one. Let's say this one. So you can see how this mockup looks like. I can see it already has a design. This clothes. Now I don't want this design. I can just easily click on this and delete it. Click on this one too and delete. No, delete. So I'll delete all of them. Now I can see the clothes without design. So mockups gives you the, like it is a phone mockup or a cup mockup. You will not be doing all of this. You just carry your design, place in the frame, because the phone or the cup will come into frame, and it immediately copy your design and to attach to the cup, and it look so real, look like the designs on the cup or the phone. Now this is just for a clothes. I'm showing you guys for how to for clothes, but this clothes one is not really easy as that of phone. The phone one and the cup one is actually quite easier. So I have a design I saw somewhere and I want to apply it on my clothes. So I'll just go to my gallery. I think I screenshotted it. So I'll go to instead of recent, I'll search for screenshots. So screenshots. Here, this is the design, and I'll paste it here. Now apply it. So first thing first, I need to remove my background. But if you look at this very well, you can see this is a white and black image or design, and putting it on a black shirt will not be nice. So this kind of design can work on a white mockup. So let's go and look for a white shirt instead. Let's go look for a white shirt. Now the stuff I was explaining about a phone, this is it. Phone mockup or laptop mockup. I think we can, okay, let's use this one. Let's use this one. So this design, yeah, this design is actually making sense. I don't want it because I already have my own design. So I'll just delete everything here. So I've deleted it. Now let me go to my uploads. Remember I've uploaded this already. Go to my uploads and this is it here. So first thing I'll have to do is to remove the background. Remove background. So here I will see how I can place this. So it will look at least more realistic. This kind of stuff is actually, this kind of design actually makes sense in a guy's clothes. guys kind of if you put it straight like this, it's looking like it's not real. So I'll try to bend it a little, so if you look at it as she was bending, it's actually close to actually bent. So this now looks somehow real. So let's that she's actually bending. So that's it should actually show in the design. The design should not be saying otherwise, whereas the post saying otherwise. Remember, it's a mock-up. We are trying to get the realistic effect of this same stuff. So you can see now how it looks. This is exactly how we apply mock-up. I can say, okay, this stuff now, let me try to reduce, since it's too sharp. Come here, transparency, and reduce it a little so to sync with that of the clothes. And we have this. So it's not too sharp, it's not too much, it's just moderate. So this is how we apply mockup. If you want to maybe erase anything, let's say I want to erase this John 3:16. Click on Magic Studio, click on Magic Eraser. So I don't know, this one will not allow me. So let's just do like this and reduce the brush size and let's erase it. Let's say I don't want John 3:16 to show, but for me, I will allow it to show. I'm just showing you guys. I want to explore this too with you guys. So John 3:16 and I'll click on erase. So Canva has erased that. So that's how we can remove such and see it's no longer there. So if you want to have a perfect work, we just also erase this underneath white stuff. Just erase it so it looks smooth and clean. But let's undo that. With this we have this, and I can just decide to save it very easy. So these are some of the features of Canva, or some of the tools in Canva. So Canva is very broad. If I decide to explore this tool today, you guys will get out of this video because there are several tools in Canva and several things you can use Canva to do. But we just explored the basic ones and the simpler ones. These are the basic ones. The basic ones we use every time for editing and design. So there are other tools in Canva, so I will not touch them like these videos. I will not be touching them. But it's still the same thing. If you have an idea on how to use this tools, you can apply to that of the video. There are other tools in Canva, and if I decide to touch them, we might not end this video. So these ones I've shown you guys. Go and practice it. Go and see how you can apply them in making designs. And if you enjoy this video, ensure you subscribe and like. Subscribe and stay in touch with Creative Arts Academy for more videos like this.